We the shit. We the shit. Need a bidet. Need a bidet. We got J Park and Long Shot for show, for show. Alright, I'm wondering if J Park is actually gonna be in this song. I'm assuming he's gonna be in this song, but he might have just did like a DJ Khaled, just put his name in it just for the clicks and the recognition, But overall, Long Shot, they've been alright so far. They got a couple decent songs. I know Moonwalking is the only one that I can quite remember the name of. I think it was like Saucin' or I forget the other ones, but I know Moonwalking was actually pretty solid. I can get behind that one. I like their vibe. It's cool. I know J Park is a little bit controversial, but I like to separate the music from the artist. That's just how I get down. But let's see what it's talking about.
Everything I do, I want to be authentic, but I don't want it to just get numbers.
저희만의 스타일로 밀어붙이는 게 롱샷. 판을 뒤집을 수 있는 결정적인 한 방이라는 의미를 가지고 있고요.
I want them to really be passionate about their craft. 제일 잘 팔릴 거라.
Okay.
항상 겸손.
All right. I want them to actually be passionate about their craft. They're talking about they don't want it to just get numbers. They want it to be authentic, which I can appreciate. That's the shit I be, preaching on, at least on my social media so far. Just the BS music that they post just for the numbers. Right. Well, all right. This better be pretty.
뭔가 진정성이.
We gonna see. We'll see if it's hitting on something.
저희 팀에 아직 시작 안 했고, 네, 이제부터 시작이니까.
Just to bring something different to the table. It's gonna be different. It's because my experience is different.
Okay, for sure.
This is for me and my bros. Know this for sure. For sure. Different than them over there. This is for sure. For sure. Look at me down, let me down. This is for sure. For sure. Switches, we don't hit the rim. This is for sure. For sure. It's not for show. This is for show. It's not for show. This is for show. It's not for show. This is for show. It's not for show.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I'm already knowing what this is about to do. I think I got to stop using the word for show now. It's going to become way too mainstream. We're going to have... I already know what's about to happen. I'm about to start seeing for show in the comments. Lord have mercy. I got to stop using this. But, so far... Song sound alright. It's they said the word for show about like 20 times before we actually got into the verse here. It's not hidden like some of the other songs, but we not even into the meat and potatoes of it yet. We just had some appetizer right there.
Show. It's not for show. Don't need any other words, best believe it. All you gotta check it out, this I see it.
Okay, the verses are saving this song for sure. I gotta start saying for sure, not for show. Lord have mercy. All right, it's gonna take a little training to get past that, but it don't sound that bad. Their voices are always pretty good. I can get behind it. I like their melodic side of things. I don't know. I feel like this is, what's the word? It's kind of contradicting. It's kind of contradicting what he said in the beginning, talking about how he wants it to be authentic and not about the numbers. If he didn't want it to be about the numbers, he wouldn't have them spamming the word for show a million times. You know what I'm saying? You know, creating a buzzword. They will actually just make a good hook. Like you don't need a hook to repeat the words over and over again. It's like they're pandering in a way, if that makes sense. You know, for the numbers. All right.
Yes, for sure, for sure. 신내들어 와서 반드시 불어 lotion 보여줘야 돼 get you right up, got a big ambition. 내가 마이크 치면 I feel like a sprinter, but I'm not a runner. 근데 he more touch. 손등에 피나도 눈에 볼 켜고 잘 지켜봐라 우리 YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm a menace. 생겨도 상관없어 enemies.
But like they do save it though. Like I got, you know, I like to point out the good and the bad of each video and song that we check out. Like they have good verses. I'll give them that. Like they float. They sliding on the beat. They floating on it. You know, they got some good vocals. They melodic as hell, but it's just like it be the little things that messes up the flow. You know. Yeah, whoever he is right here, he tough. I'll give him that. He tough. I see some star potential in him. He can be like the actual Jay Park successor.
That's just how it is. Cause I've been in this. Her music time is just like my feet. Acting every shot we take. Cause the vision never slips. Yeah.
Lewis, that's his name. Yeah, he tough. He tough.
Yeah, we taking off and we about to start a riot. Interesting, comment écoute les en pas longtemps. Dans pas longtemps. Yeah. Cause every day, trying to make it away. With a shit, need every day, let's go.
What did they just say? Hold on. Run it back a couple seconds here. What did they just say? We the shit. We the shit. Need a bidet. Come on, bro. All right. See, it be the little things. It be the little things that I'm like, what the hell are we talking about, man? Let's continue. Let's continue.
This for me and my bros, know this for sure. Different than them over there, this is for sure. They give me that, let me down. This is for sure. Switch, we don't hit the brand. This is for sure.
Watch their eyes, why they looking fit? Real dealers hit. Watch their eyes, why they looking fit? Real dealers hit. Watch their eyes, why they looking fit? Real dealers hit. We is dumb, we the party.
This really feeling like a movement, just like a cinema, like a movie. More vision, mad ass colors woozy. Got them all faded, got them woozy. We swerving like a 4-door. Power lines going real raw. It see it's like we slow-mo. It's a long shot for show for circle.
You know, that was it was cool. You know, it was cool. It wasn't terrible per se. You know, it had some terrible moments, right? But that doesn't, you know, I've had some terrible moments as well. You know, that doesn't, you know, all the way signify what the song is per se. But you know, I'm gonna give that song 1 out of 10 on the Poppy J scale of greatness. Like I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. You know, it was cool. I know I'll give it a 5.7. You know, there was some parts that I'm like, yeah, you know, that was actually pretty cool. All right, y'all let me know how y'all felt about that song down in the comments. Y'all thoughts and opinions and whatnot. You know, but yeah, bro. If you want to pull up to the Twitch live stream, click the first link in the description. I'll bring you straight over. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next video, man. Peace out. We the shit. We the shit. Need a bidet.